Good evening. Thank you, Karishma, for giving me this opportunity to speak. Honorable President, Office Bearers of the Cricket Association of Bengal, members of the organization, guests, and most importantly, players who've been here this evening. I can't see all of you because it's a bit dark behind, but I take this opportunity to welcome all of you here for this evening for the launch of the Bengal Pro T20 League. You know, as I stand here and see all this and see the Bengal Pro T20 League, I remember the time when I was a young boy, picked up a cricket bat and went to the Maidans to play the under 15s. You know, the game has changed enormously since then. And many of you here who are in this room and many of you have played cricket, and I know members of the Ranji Trophy winning team are here. I was a young boy who made his debut that year in the Ranji Trophy winning team and managed to play the final and be lucky enough to be a part of a Ranji Trophy winning side by just playing one game. They must be thinking that what transformation this game has had since the mid-90s or the early 2000s. For all of you, it has. It has. When I see cricket going around the world, when I see how the game has transformed from an era where Test cricket was most important for someone like me who played his first Test in England in 1996 and getting 100 on Test debut, and then when I see a young Abhishek Porel stepping out and whacking Mitchell Starc over covers for a six, you really sit down and think the game has definitely changed. And it's not just Abhishek Porel. I don't know whether the women fraternity is here this evening with us. When I see a young Richa Ghosh put the ball in the stands at the Firozshah Kotla in a women's IPL final, you realize that the game has changed, and it's not just the flicks, the risks, or it's just not the finesse. It's about power, and it's about how far you hit and how long you hit. So it's a great introduction to the game. I know change is inevitable in everything, and many of us in this room who started playing 2-day cricket, 4-day cricket, 5-day cricket will have to accept that T20 cricket is here to stay, and T20 cricket is something which will take the game forward. And I really have no problems with that, because you know, when you look at the franchise-based leagues around the world, and I'm not talking about the domestic ones, I'm talking about the international ones, whether it's in India, whether it's in South Africa, whether it's in England, whether it's in the West Indies, it has changed the dynamics of cricket. It has given opportunity to everyone. When I grew up as a young boy in 1995, I could not even imagine playing a Dale Steyn or a Mitchell Starc or a Andre Nokia or a Kuldeep Yadav in the nets, but a young Abhishek Porel, a young Richa Ghosh, a young Shahbaz Amir, and many others from Bengal, Mukesh Kumar, who are playing in the various franchises of the IPL, get an opportunity to hit them into the stands. So along with the changes of the game, you realize that it has changed for good. And I'm sure this Bengal Pro T20 League will be something which will bring a different dynamics to the way T20 cricket is played in the state. I remember when I became first president, and I was at Eden Gardens, and I was very keen on bringing the 4-day, 5-day Super League in Bengal cricket. Many said that, you know, players, how will the players play 4-day cricket? How will the players play 5-day cricket? Because they just play 2-day matches. And one must understand that when you go on to play a 5-day game, whether it's in Ranji Trophy or you want to win a Ranji Trophy or you want to play Test cricket, you have to perform and practice under those conditions over a period of time. And now when the T20 League has taken to a different level all around the world, it's very important that the players from the state of Bengal play cricket in that format and in that system which introduces them to the bigger boys of the game. It's not just the men's, it's the women's as well, and I know today Jhulan will be, who's an absolute legend of the women's cricket for over a long period of time. She might be extremely happy to see what the change or the revolution which has happened with the women's cricket, not just in T20 but also in the test match format, in the 1-day format. And I can tell you, Jhulan, when I first became president of the board in 2022, I saw the women's cricket very closely. And when I see it now, over a period of 2 years, I'll probably say 6 years from 2019, it has made a remarkable improvement all around the world. You know, when I see the Indian women's compete with Australia, with England, when I see India go to England and beat England in 3-0, in a one-day series, you really realize and know that the women's cricket has improved and is going to improve, especially with players like Richa, players like Smriti, Harmanpreet, and many others who play around the country. What the Bengal T20 League, I'm sure, will bring in. Obviously, I'm not involved in the day-to-day organization of the league, and I must thank the current office bearers, the CAB subcommittee members, and all the CAB staff who got together to make this league a success. I was obviously not involved in any of it, but today when I stand here and see such a wonderful organization of the event for the players of Bengal, it really makes me feel good, because having seen the game so closely for over a long period of time, I really believe that this is something which is going to change the dynamics of T20 cricket. You know, you need to play T20 cricket differently to be noticed at the international stage. I know this tournament will be broadcasted live around the country, just like it happens in the TNPL or the Bangalore, the league in Bangalore or Bombay or Hyderabad or wherever it is played. It gives an opportunity for the franchises around the world to get to look at our players as well. So for me, it's an opportunity. For all the young boys who play in the clubs, different clubs, and keep hitting sixes and keep performing. It'll be an opportunity for them to showcase to the various franchises how good they are, and you know, that's how careers start. That's how careers begin, and then you take it to the bigger stage. You know, look at the impact IPL has in international cricket, and when you see a young players play for the country on the basis of a performance in the IPL, you realize how important T20 cricket is. For me, this is something to stay. I thank all the franchise owners. I saw the names on the TV, on the screen for the first time. The franchise owners who showcase an interest for the sport. For them, it's my request that don't look at it for a couple of years or for 3 years. You know, look at it as something which you can make an impact on. When IPL started in 2008, I remember for the first time, nobody knew where it is going to go. And look at it now, in 16 years down the line, it's the biggest, richest, and the most powerful league in the world. So everything has a beginning, and it's important for the organization, for the franchise, for the players to nurture this league and make sure over a period of 5 to 10 years this league becomes as good as anyone, and most importantly, a platform for young players to showcase their talent in the T20 format. I see on the screen that the tournament starts on the 11th of June, so I wish everyone all the very best. I don't know what is the formalities of player recruitment, how they are drafted into the various teams, and I'm sure the CAB President, Secretary, Vice President, Treasurer and Assistant Secretary will look into it, and the other committee members, to make sure that the teams are equally strong, to make sure that the proper players go into all the teams so that it's a fair competition and a strong competition. I believe that this is the way forward in T20 cricket, and we all must understand that the game keeps moving on. The game keeps changing, and the game will keep changing over the next 15-20 years. I will request the organization, the members, the office bearers, to make sure that the former players who served the state for a long period of time, and the former ladies players, the men's players remain involved in this league, because it's an opportunity for them to give back to the game, and it's an opportunity for them to strengthen the game. So good wishes to all of you. I can't wait to see the first ball being bowled, and I'm sure Arriva Sports who are being given the responsibility to manage and take the league forward will do a wonderful job in taking this tournament forward. It's a short tournament, it's a 17-day tournament, and hopefully the members and the players and everyone will enjoy it. And most importantly, it will help young players to develop and become better, and make sure that under pressure, when it's 10 to win of the last ball in an IPL, there is somebody from Bengal smacking a six and putting into halfway into the stands at 80 Gardens, and it's not just Andre Russell or Phil Salt or a Rishabh Pant. That's the reason this league needs to happen, and that's the reason why I think the organization has taken so much effort to make this a successful one. I wish you all the very best. I wish you all success, and hopefully it's going to go well and a very solid tournament for the years to come. Thank you.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago. but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
Our guest of honor is Jhulan Goswami and my friends from the media to be a part of this such a history-making evening. I welcome all the former captains and players of Bengal, both men and women, for their presence, and your presence has definitely made this event very, very special. I am delighted to see some of the Ranji winning players who were my colleague in the late 89-90 season, where we have won the Ranji Trophy after a span of 51 years. Thank you all to be a part of this evening. I started the Bengal Pro T20 League with a vision and a dream that it will help and change Bengal cricket and raise the standard of the game in the state. It will give the players chance to express and prove themselves in a highly competitive environment and of this league, and thus it will raise their self-belief to handle the pressure of this game in the modern era. This tournament will help us to find new talents which we are really searching for, and we will invite all the IPL team members to send their scouts to come and witness this league. Member Mr. Abhishek Dalmia has not been able to be a part of this evening, but he has conveyed his best of luck for the Bengal Pro T20 League.
Start our new journey, Bengal Pro T20 League, and particularly for me it's very special because women's cricket also there. 8 franchise team, they're going to participate, definitely men's cricket, but first time in India, women's cricket start in apart from WPL. So thank you so much Snehasish da, thank you so much Dada for your support, and I think this is a new journey. I hope many girls will going to benefit from this tournament, and probably presently at this moment in Indian team we have 4 Bengali players. Probably in future many players going to participate from this, use this platform, and they're going to participate in Indian team. Thank you so much everyone, and thank you so much once again. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. If you can please stay on stage for one moment. I request you to stay on stage. That was amazing. You keep inspiring us. We have a little felicitation from you, ma'am.
Been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling, I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright.